What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the BSP Podcast. I am Brendan Petrilli, and man, I wanted to hop on middle of the week, kind of get hyped up for this upcoming Eagles game, recap an awesome, dominant performance over the Washington Commanders and Carson Wentz. Jalen Hurts is on fire, moving the ball up and down the field. A little pause a little bit where they can't score points in the second half. We'll get to that a little later. But this Phillies team, they've just kind of been floating in the back of our minds, right, in the past couple of weeks. That's due to a lot of their own fault, losing week in and week out now when it comes to it. Winners of 3 of their last 10, and they lose the first game to a terrible Chicago Cubs team. Terrible. They just want to get to the offseason. They want to get their guys experience and see what they can do. And you go out to Wrigley, winds blowing left to right, and listening to the radio on the way to rugby practice, thinking, all right, maybe we can get some long balls blowing out to the right field. Nope. It was ground ball central. Ground ball central. Now, the biggest thing here is I think Philadelphia has sold their souls for the Eagles to be a Super Bowl contender. This Phillies team might have sold their playoff hopes and aspirations for this Eagles team to be the number one in the NFC and possibly make a Super Bowl run. That's what it feels like. The Phillies are almost giving it away. Now, they're lucky that they got the Milwaukee Brewers behind them, who have been terrible for the last 2 months now. But they're up still 2 games on them right now. As I'm recording, it's top of the 9th. The Cardinals are up 6-2 over the Brewers. So the Brewers still have their at-bats. Hopefully they don't have an amazing comeback in the 9th. The Cardinals can take care of business there. That would put the Phillies' magic number to 7 games. So hopefully they can hold on to this. They can make the playoffs. We can have Red October, even though it would probably be in St. Louis? Honestly, I'm okay with that. I'd rather play the Cardinals than I would play the Braves or the Mets. You've proven that you can't really beat them right now, let alone have to beat them twice at their home field to start. I'd give them a little bit of a better shot in a 5 or 7 game series, maybe when you get some home playoff games. But I'd rather go out there and play St. Louis. Now you got to get there. You got to finish this. Watching the last couple innings of this game, each inning ended in a double play or should have been double play ball. But you got bailed out because the Cubs defense is god-awful, and they can't turn it. A lot of double pumps by the second baseman. Can't get it out of his glove. You got some guys running down the line hard, which you like to see at least. They're at least trying to hustle. But it was ground ball central when I'm not a big, launch angle guy and all that. It's whatever. Just go up there and do your swing. But when you're playing at Wrigley Field, the wind's blowing all over the place. Put the ball in the air. You never know. The wind might just blow it out. Now, it could just hit a wall and blow it, keep it in. But it was just ugly swings, bad approaches. You had 3 pitches in the top of the 9th. 3. One with Bryce Harper single. And then pop out and then a double play ball to end it. It's ugly. You got a lot of guys making a lot of money on this baseball team. Not a lot of guys are contributing right now. I thought Harper, Schwarber, Hoskins, these guys would rally the troops. Hey, let's get it going here. Let's make it happen. We got 7 games against the Cubs and Washington, and then you got 3 against Houston, who probably isn't going to be playing for anything anyway. Hopefully, that's cross your fingers. You might get lucky. But you need these guys to step up. Bryce Harper stepped up. He got an RBI double today. But there was nothing else going on other than that. Nick Castellanos finally comes back into the lineup. Had a couple solid hits, but he's Nicky Singles. The guy hasn't been able to drive the ball all year. I talked with Charlie Manuel a little bit a couple weeks ago when I was working an event for the Fanatic. I'm like, what do you think is up with Nick? And he's saying, his chicken wings flying out a little bit too much. Pulling off the ball, his hips he's falling forward. That's why he's lunging at it. He has no power. And he hasn't been able to fix it all year. It's a little concerning. Now, when it comes to the rest of it, you can't bank on all these young guys that have been carrying you through these lulls and dry spells. The Rhys Hoskins month off breaks. He'll get hot for a week, and then he'll suck for a month. That's who Rhys Hoskins is. You can't rely on Bryson Stott. Can't rely on Matt Vierling. All these Amundo Sosas, Nick Matons. You can't rely on those guys to win you baseball games every night. You need your stars to step up. This is the time for the stars to step up. They have to carry this team. You have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. There's no more Dingerdelphia right now. It's been a while since we tweeted out Dingerdelphia. Is it dead? God, I hope not. You got 2 more games at Wrigley. You play the Nationals for 4. It's going to be an ugly weekend with the rain moving up. I hope everybody down in the South is doing okay with all that, with the hurricane. But, man, they got to take advantage. If they just limp into the playoffs, I'm going to be pumped. I don't care. Get to the playoffs. You got guys on this team that have been playing the big leagues for a long time that have not made the playoffs. Aaron Nola. Bryce Harper made it once with the Nationals, I think. Rhys Hoskins hasn't been. Wheeler hasn't been. Maybe once with but I think he was hurt that year with the Mets. But you get my point. JT, your main guys that you brought in, that are your stars, they haven't had the experience. They got to get it before you can go and make that run and win. It's like what the Eagles did last year. Everybody, tank, get a better draft spot. No, go and get into the playoffs. You want Jalen Hurts to get that experience. You want that defense to get that experience. Devontae Smith, get that experience. They got shellacked by Tampa Bay, but now look where they are. You saw the flaws. You saw what needed to improve, and they've gone and they've done it this year. Sorry. They've gone and gotten better to the tune of possibly one of the top teams in the NFC, if not the whole NFL. That's what I want to see from the Phillies. Go, get there. Make it happen. Win a game in the 3-game series. Give me something. I'm not expecting you to win the series. I don't think anybody is at this point, which is sad. But when you got Wheeler and Nola out there pitching in the game, you have a chance to win that game. So get there. Finish it. I'm going to double check real quick to see if this game's over yet. It's the middle of the 9th, so, it's yet to be seen. Hopefully the Brewers don't come back and win it. But you'll have 7 games. Magic number 7. Go. Combination of winning these next couple. Brewers losing to the Cardinals. That's all it takes. Couple. Make it happen, Phillies. Make it happen, Bryce. And make sure you click onto that subscribe button. Make that happen. I want to thank everybody that's been coming back listening to these episodes. Trying to get consistent, post once a week. Trying to get it up Mondays. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. But I want to thank everybody for keep coming back to the videos. It's been awesome seeing the steady growth of my channel and our COC channel with Harry, my boy Harry. Make sure you go subscribe to that too. The link will be in the bio. If you want a little bit more of my Eagles takes, make sure you go watch our video coming out every Thursday before the Monday Night Football games. I wanted to get into some Phillies talk. It's been a while. Man, they're brutal. But get there. They got a shot. They should make it. But, man, do they make it hard. Let me know. Do you think Philadelphia sold their souls for that Super Bowl back in 2017? And now for make another playoff run for the Eagles? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Shout out to the 215 Go Birds. Come on, Phils. I want to tweet Dingerdelphia again. See you, everybody.